This is better than I hoped.
A great success for Nilfgaard, this mission.
Maybe you'll get that promotion.
Good day, everybody. It's Karinara here, and welcome back to The Witcher 2. So last time didn't go too well. We killed the creature, the whatever. But let's get some notes, shall we?
Some bacteria strains.
So
Can you feel that?
My medallion's vibrating.
Another masking illusion. I'll try to disperse it.
okay.
Lisa and Lorne, later, dear!
Oh, hello. This is starting to turn
The
into.
device. What is it?
You've done your job. You'll be paid, and
Paid like the scholars were? They died once they were no longer useful.
they were never useful, but Cynthia insisted. Fortunately, they were so kind as to remove themselves without my help.
What
I'm
a
not
jerk.
about to be that kind.
Adelbert, you know what you're to look for.
Yes, Mom.
It's a prototype megascope. I didn't know it had survived.
What's it do?
The artifact detects an emotional bond with a person. Its user need only focus on that person and the device will establish a connection.
Great tool for a spy.
Yes.
Time you fulfilled your end of the bargain. What do you know about my past?
Nothing.
You were a rider of the Wild Hunt. I read the reports.
Don't the Nilfgaardians have anything better to do than write reports about witchers?
Not about witches. About you. You are the sole person to have been a member of the host and survived.
Okay, very interesting.
Anything else? Any detail you can give me would be useful.
Don't trust Letho.
Well, obviously.
You think I trust the people I hunt?
He's your foe today, but he wasn't always.
How do you know I knew Letho?
I've read
The reports, I know. Why are you warning me about him?
because I like you.
Excuse me?
Is there anything to prove I was part of the Wild Hunt?
Nothing. Apart from the fact that Nilfgaardian intelligence agents are drawn and quartered for lying in their reports.
An enlightened nation indeed.
You haven't the faintest notion how many people are interested in you. Very important people.
Just because I survived.
You're a former rider of the hunt, and you live. You may be the key to solving the mystery of the retinue, and they all know that. You must watch out for yourself.
Very interesting.
Let's say you've satisfied my curiosity.
Well then, consider me glad to have satisfied a witcher, whatever the way.
I don't really care for the machine, just to know connections between people. Or maybe? Maybe.
I'd like to try out the device.
You realize that can only end badly.
Cut in again and I'll put you in my report. You may use it, but just once.
Giving state secrets away to a Nordling. Will you mention that in your report?
You're sure to be named a commander one day, Adelbert. But until that happens, be a good boy and do your job.
Article 22 of the Code is clear. Suspicion of treason is sufficient grounds to strip a commander of power. Article 1 of my personal code is equally clear. Traitors must be subjected to the most painful death possible.
For F's sake. What's with all of these people and their teleportation stuff? Wow, that's cool. Are you done?
I
We are
didn't
done.
expect that.
Multiplication. Second year at the academy, all mages learn it.
I didn't expect you to take my side.
Well, now choose one person you wish to contact. After that, the artifact's mine.
Nilfgaardian agents get quartered for lying in reports. What does the Empire do to agents who kill their colleagues?
Nothing. As long as no one finds out.
Will we meet again?
I wouldn't mind at all. Look for me at the inn.
Interesting.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't eavesdrop while I eavesdrop.
I shan't trouble you. I have a lot of work to do here.
So who should I do? Who would be most important? Triss would be kind of sweet, to be honest, but who would be the best? I mean, Dandelion, he pretty much tells what he thinks about us. Vernon, well, he hates us. Saskia is thankful of us. Who is Radovich? I have no idea. So what? Like, this shows connections. But, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to look at. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I guess we could go with Triss.
Your fate is in your hands, sorceress.
My fate? You haven't asked a single question about me.
Yet it is all up to you. Your situation is a comfortable one. Do not squander your chance. So, wish to tell me anything?
I'm a sorceress, an advisor to the King of Temeria.
Not really anymore.
I believe we agreed you would speak only of things I do not know about.
Alright,
I
interesting.
hope you learned something useful.
I'm just sorry I can't use the artifact a few more times.
Its power has been depleted.
I understand. Thanks anyway.
Cool. And it's gone. I mean, it was nice to know a
Diana's
little.
notes from a trip he took to Zeracania.
Yeah, I should find all the Diana's notes.
Diana describes finding an important document about the Vrans. Diana's notes about the city's history. Diana's notes from a
And that's
mutation
all.
procedure manual.
So what do I do with all of that? Oops, didn't mean to take that. Okay, talk to Cynthia about them. So do I just leave now? And to which direction? Ooh. Alright then, I think we can just leave. Do we want to read the documents? Let's see. I have started reviewing the manuscripts. The city's annals have survived only in part. The most interesting volumes seem to be missing. Curiously, up to this point, I have not found a single mention of the Rans. Okay. I have happened on an intriguing document. Its content is encrypted, and the dialect itself is strange. Deciphering it is consuming a lot of time. I have recognized the word reptiles, which is a promising threat. The document bears the seal of one Govet. I have never heard of this individual. I have finally reached the place described by Govet. My worst suspicions have been confirmed, as I have found cells filled with the bones of lizard men. There are more documents too. If the figures can be trusted, the mutated virus was terrifyingly effective. The reptilian tissue must have decomposed instantly. I have started to record the mutation procedures once more, this time in a magically protected dome. I now also realized how serious and far-reaching my discovery might prove. If this disease attacked both the rats and those insane who were not vaccinated, what will happen if someone mad or vile enough can be found among humans? I regret having learned of this dark episode in the city's history. I have become wary of danger, as the elves must surely be aware that someone has discovered their secret. I have made my last stroll into the ruins of the Black Alchemy. I will seal all my laboratory and disappear. The time has finally come to see Jericania once more. I wonder if we get anything interesting about these. Return to the surface. Cool, we don't have to walk all the way through.
Oh,
Good
it's a
to
lovely
know.
day today. Nothing special.
Let's go looking around places a bit more. Oh, this is the sewer. Interesting. I hear monster noises. Over there.
You stink.
So they do not explode if they get frozen. Ooh, Ran armor. Ooh, a new sword, a new armor. Fire rune. Do I need those? Just take everything except I need to drop something. So are you any cool? No, you are worse than what I have. So I don't need ya. To be honest, I can't get much anything from these, so I might as well drop them. Ooh. Gimme. Okay, this is a quest item. There's not really much use to saving anything like this. Alright. Let's put that to over there and maybe that and that sounds good. And that, sure. I have a pretty decent armor now. Armor of wise. Interesting. Okay, there seems to be nothing here. Well, this seems like a complicated place. Let's actually see What our map has to say. Okay, not much. I can't move it. It only moves the map below. Here we go. Okay, so to there. Can I go to there through there or through there? Probably through here. At some point I'm going to forget that these guys normally explode and I'm not going to have these frozen one. Hi. Okay, there's nothing here. Why is there a light here? Oh, hello. You are nicely waiting for me there. There we go. Alright, can't go through there. Oh, because I'm supposed to go through here. Got it. Oh, hello there.
Your Majesty.
I've waited long for this meeting. You left Redania so suddenly I had no chance to give you the send-off you so richly deserved.
Your Majesty, I fail to understand why I have been arrested. I've done nothing but serve Redania's interests, supporting the rebellion, undermining Henselt, risking my own reputation on your behalf.
I'm no longer the little boy who believed your every word.
Why do you do this, Radovid?
Oh, you are Radovid.
I was
Okay.
there at your most trying hours. Without me, you would not be the man you are. I don't understand.
You understand very well. You conspired against my father Vizimir, and against me. The entire Redanian court once trembled in fear of Philippa Eilhart.
Untrue, sire. You must let me explain. What are your charges, your Majesty?
Ambassador,
Triss Marigold was kind enough to compile a list of persons making up the secret society known as the Lodge of Sorceresses. Some Nilfgaardian sorceresses were members as well, but you need not be bothered with them, my lady.
Triss, you're mad!
the Lodge ordered Demaven killed. It ordered Foltest killed. I suspect you played a part in my father's death. And if I released you from the Dimeritium, you'd kill me too. You're finished, Eilhart. There will be a trial, due process, everything as it should be. But know that you shall not wriggle out of this. You shall be convicted of conspiracy, treason, and regicide. They'll rip your flesh from you in bits before they burn you at the stake. Throughout my childhood, I felt your cold stare on the back of my neck. When I issued orders, my subjects would search with their eyes for Philippa Eilhart's gesture of consent. The entire court at Tretogor looked on as you humiliated me. All Redania laughed behind my back. You taught me to look everyone in the eye. Forced them to lower their gaze, do you remember? A king must never show weakness, uncertainty, you said. I've mastered that skill. Yet there is one I could never force to submit. You. You've one chance to shorten your suffering. Admit to everything, here and now in the ambassador's presence. Look me in the eye and repent. Submit. As you wish. Torturer, put out those vile eyes.
You're making a grave error, sire.
Ooh. Ew. That seems very nasty. Well, she's blind now.
We will talk again, witch.
She's very blind now.
The Philippa Eilhart problem has been...
Intruder! Get him!
Oh shoot. How did you see me? Well, they are simple enough to take care of. Well, somebody still trying to attack me, but... Oh, from there. You are not very promising. Hello, Ambassador.
You're not easy to find.
Look what they did to me. Radovid. To think I taught him magic tricks when he was just a boy. Free me, Geralt. I have to get out of here. Do you hear me? Help me.
You'll answer a few questions first. I didn't track you alone. Yorvith can't wait to see you again.
My death would change little. Yorvith and all like him have no right to judge others.
Was Shillard telling the truth about the Lodge, the assassinations?
He said exactly what Radovid wanted to hear. Half-truths, musings stripped of context, which differ very little from lies.
Did Triss take part in all this?
She's clean in those terms. Innocent as a child, but only to a point. I assure you, she has not been honest with you about many other matters.
Makes
Why
sense.
did all this happen? Murdering monarchs, what interests did it serve? I can't fathom.
Help me get out of here and I'll explain all and lift the spell from Saskia. Take these shackles off me and lead me to my house. I beg you. I'll tell you everything. Everything.
How does the spell work?
Saskia's will and mine are one. She cannot resist me. But fear not. There's no suffering involved. She merely believes me to be the most wonderful person in the world. As if she were in love. You know what's most beautiful? In spite of all this, she seems unchanged. She's retained her charm, her valor, her honor.
Where's Saskia?
When I was arrested, she was with Sheila. They must be on their way to the deliberations by now.
Clock's ticking. Time is of the essence.
Why do you do this? Would you take vengeance on a blind woman?
Shillard said they've got Triss. I have to free her before they put out her eyes too.
Going to the Nilfgaardian camp is suicide.
And leaving a friend is villainy.
Only I know how to break the spell that holds Saskia. Get me out of here. If I die, she'll remain forever spellbound.
But how much does the spell really matter? Because if she is spellbound to seem like being in love with Saskia, no, with Philippa. I mean, if Philippa were to die, wouldn't she just mourn and then be just herself after that? Right? You understand what I mean about this?
Saskia will remain an enslaved monster through your wickedness. You deserve to die.
Even if you reach Triss, you will not free her.
Sure I will. I'll trade Shillard for her.
And what will Yorvith say when he learns you abandon Saskia?
You worry about what he'll do to you. I doubt he'll see your blindness as sufficient punishment.
Do you think Marigold's innocent?
You have no right to judge her. Goodbye, Eilhart. Move your ass, Excellency.
This is preposterous. What do you aim to achieve?
I want to see Triss. How did you get in here?
Put that sword down.
Only after I cut your throat. The choice is yours.
I know of a tunnel.
Then you can be my guide.
So could you tell me where to go? Let's see the map. Well, that doesn't help at all. That was probably a bad choice, but it still was a choice. And I stand with what I just said earlier. Say I wasn't able to check this out earlier. Anything cool in it? Okay, I can't check it out when we are doing this. Am I maybe a little bit of a cruel person? Maybe. Whatever. If this is going to take an eternity with this speed.
It's the tunnel to the left.
You make an exceptional guide. Go.
Slow, 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 slow. Very slow.
One false move and your ambassador will never see Nilfgaard's son again.
My men won't let you leave here alive.
They will if you ask them to, Excellency, and I believe you will.
Reynold Eb Madsen's orders come from the Emperor himself. He'd rather die than give you Marigold.
Then he'll die.
No, mark my words, you will. Unless you release me, it's not too late.
You're boring me. Pick up the pace.
Why do you care for that sorceress so much?
Out of the way, all of you, or the old man dies.
Hold there!
I'm not joking.
I know, and I advise you not to hesitate. Kill him, for we shan't move one bit.
Renwald!
He who brings me the Witcher's head will get the Order of Merit.
Oh, dang it. They don't want to fight him.
But Ambassador Fitz-Estelen.
Your Excellency. Orders from the capital.
Well done.
Now I'll have to kill you all.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
Well, that's your fault. It's kind of cool, like this normal sword gives fire and the Witcher sword gives ice. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Give me some gold.
The gate's closed. There must be another way in.
You're right. But here's a chest. Are you any good? Come on, stop giving me better and better swords all the time. Hi. Here. Very loud music, thank you very much.
Did you really think you could just prance in here? Make
Yeah?
the Emperor proud. Kill him! The Imperial Army's ranks are endless.
Well, for you. Then we are going to have an endless battle. Just like this.
You're a stubborn beast, Nordling. Die, Nordling!
You say as you die. Are you done? Was that your endless soldiers? Kinda low amount. Can I climb this? Yes, I can.
Congratulations, Witcher. They were my best men.
You should have picked them more carefully, or trained them better.
Or perhaps they were ready for any foe but you.
Free Triss, or join them.
You amaze me. How can you risk your life for a witch?
Let's just say we're close.
I knew it. You're in love with her. You wouldn't risk your neck otherwise. But you don't know everything about her.
What are you talking about?
Your friend and the other witches conspired against your rulers.
I don't have rulers.
How do you know that?
From the best possible source. She confessed.
And how did you convince her to do that?
By showing her the confessions of other lodge members.
I don't believe you.
That's irrelevant at this point. During our chat, my people managed to regroup, call for reinforcements.
How do dead
Maybe now
people
they'll start fighting like men.
recruit?
Time to show you the Empire's true power. Surround him!
Yeah. Whatever.
Long live the Emperor! Save to the Empire. Shield bearers, forward!
I don't even have to use any shouts. Did I really call them shouts? Any signs against these guys?
Emperor, I failed you.
Give me the key. Give me the key. Of freaking course I'm carrying too much. I don't need this one. Thank you. Hello, my lovely.
Geralt?
Didn't expect to see me.
Are you kidding? The only person you expect to see in a Nilfgaardian dungeon is the executioner.
Did they torture you?
They tried various things, but they got nothing from me.
I
Right.
traveled half the world to find you.
I know it was hard on you. I'll never forget this, you hear? Never.
I'd slaughter half the Nilfgaardian army for a friend. I know you're a member of the Lodge, Triss.
How do you know of the Lodge?
Does it matter? I also know the Lodge was behind Demoven's assassination.
Geralt,
I trust you.
True. I'm a member of the Lodge. Just like 8 other sorceresses. But if you think I'm responsible for the Lodge's actions, you're badly mistaken. The Lodge is a theater for 2 actresses. Sheila and Philippa have long dominated it.
To the point where you didn't know about the murder they planned?
To the point where I was no longer invited to gatherings.
Why?
They stopped trusting me.
Because you didn't agree with them?
9 women very rarely agree on anything. The actual problem was that
Tell me.
I was close to you. If Sheila fears anyone, it's Geralt of Rivia. The Lodge did everything to convince me that our relationship didn't bother them, even that it suited them. But they manipulated me. Through me, they fed you select information. Depending on the circumstances, they twisted facts.
We're still close. They could still be doing it.
Don't insult me.
Of course I believe my Triss.
Calm down, Triss. Reynold Ep Matson claimed otherwise, but I'll always take your word over that of some Nilfgaardian lowlifes. Now, you'll tell me everything you know. I need to learn the truth.
All existing councils of mages disintegrated after the Thanad massacre. We all acted separately. Philippa decided to create a new organization, a secret one this time. When I was sworn in, it never crossed my mind that the Lodge's plans would soon become secret to its members. As you know, Philippa's not one for minor undertakings. She presented a plan for creating a powerful state controlled by sorceresses.
No wonder the kings are opposing the sorceresses. Nobody likes a schemer.
Philippa and Sheila never lacked ideas or enthusiasm. To control a powerful state, they needed to create one first. Or find a wealthy land with a suitable political arrangement and an easily manipulated ruler. Sheila chose the Pontar Valley, Demavend, and Stennis.
I'd choose the same if I were her. Demavend didn't have a network of spies anywhere near as good as Henselt's or Radovid's.
Nor could he count on the loyalty of such men as our dear Vernon Roach. At one of our meetings, I just asked how they imagined overthrowing Demavend. That was the last time I was invited. After Demavend's death, I became suspicious but had no evidence. Philippa brushed me off. When you went off to meet Yorveth and Sheila was busy with the Karen's carcass, I managed to scan parts of her megascope. That's when I learned that Sheila had dealings with Letho.
Why didn't you tell me?
I wanted to, but we never met after that. Letho must have shadowed me when I entered Sheila's room. Then he forced me to teleport us to somewhere near Vergen.
Did you talk to him?
He wasn't aggressive. In Vergen, he told me that Sheila commissioned them to assassinate Demavend. Them being the Witchers of the School of the Viper. Sheila helped them prepare the assassination.
I wonder why he told you about it.
Is that important?
Conspirators who suddenly divulge everything? I'd be suspicious.
There was some interference as we teleported to Edirn. I emerged intact, but pretty battered.
I met the troll who fell in love with you.
He saved me, tended to my wounds. But when he started treating me like a caged canary, I fled. I knew Philippa was in the area. I decided to go see her and lay my cards on the table.
Maybe Letho wanted just that.
I met a woman at Philippa's house. Thought she was just a servant or Philippa's lover. Before I could speak, I was overpowered by spells. I hardly expected an attack. The pain I felt as my body was compressed. It's indescribable. As if all my bones were being broken. It's even worse when you return to your true form. In any case, Philippa had no idea her lover was a Nilfgaardian spy. I was carried as that figurine all the way to Loch Muin. Asira decompressed me back just before they murdered her. Shillard interrogated me but learned nothing. If it wasn't for you, they'd have had me quartered. I didn't piece the puzzle together until I was here, in the dungeon. Now you know everything.
Okay, so I feel like leaving Philippa to the dungeon was the correct choice.
Did Saskia know the Lodge's plans?
She didn't even know the lodge existed. Philippa told her that the sorceresses would support an independent state in the Pontar Valley, no strings attached. A fairy tale, but Saskia bought it. Saskia backed Philippa, and the people backed Saskia.
Philippa controlled Saskia with her spells.
Figures. The woman's a control freak.
She miscalculated by coming to Loch Muin. Radovid had her imprisoned and then blinded.
That's impossible.
I was there. Who had Foltest assassinated?
I have no idea. Perhaps after Demoven's successful assassination, Sheila and Philippa decided to take the next step.
That would be stupid. Killing Demoven was a way to take control of the Pontar Valley. People would forget the regicide in a year, and the Lodge could put its plan in motion. They had to know that if Foltest died, men like Roach wouldn't rest until they learned why that had happened.
One thing is certain. Letho killed Foltest, and Sheila was working with Letho.
Ever find out what Sheila was actually doing in Flotsam? I find it hard to believe she went there just to kill a monster and earn a few orans.
You're right, of course. It had something to do with Letho and the Scoia'tael.
What did she want from Yorvith?
The Scoia'tael were Saskia's trump card. I expect Sheila needed to know what the elves would do, given that a war with Henselt was practically inevitable.
Interesting.
That'll have to do for now.
We'll learn more at the talks.
You're going to attend?
You have no memory of how the world worked before the Thanid massacre.
Actually, I know exactly how it worked.
That means...
We'll talk about my memory later.
All right. If the Council and Conclave still existed, kings wouldn't be assassinated and massacres would be less frequent. This is our chance to restore these institutions, and we shouldn't miss it. Normalizing relations between the rulers and the mages who advise them is our only chance for peace.
And our only chance to dismantle the Lodge.
The Lodge will disintegrate anyway. Once the kings learn it was behind the assassinations, they'll start a witch hunt. We can prevent that from happening. I'm all for punishing the guilty, but can't abide collective responsibility. I'm ready to go and reveal everything I know about Philippa Eilhart, Sheila de Tanserville, and their schemes.
Let's go then.
Cool. We have Triss. Is there anything cool in this place? Okay, no. So I think this is the most perfect moment to leave this episode here. We have Triss back, so I hope you like this episode, and bye bye. Oh, never mind. I cannot quit. I guess we are not doing that then. Let's keep going for a little longer.
Those Nilfgaardians, that's the new
They followed their leader too blindly.
You killed them all.
They didn't slaughter themselves.
Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh, I can just go through here.
We shouldn't arrive at the same time. Let's split up.
The Lodge remembers too.
Rest assured I won't let anyone compress me again.
Some of the sorceresses will be surprised to see you. Watch them closely.
Don't worry, I'll manage. See you at the talks.
All right.
Okay, now I think we can quit this episode here. No? Why can't I? Well, I mean, it's saved, but I can't get to the menu. I don't like it. Whatever, let's level up. We use the sword fight so much that it... Oh, that's how we mutate these. We could add some mutations. Wait. Let's go back. So this is about vitality, so I think we should put a vitality mutagen there. Oh, we can put more than one, never mind. And that didn't even go to the vitality mutagen. Whatever. It shouldn't matter. Is there anything else I can put mutations on? Oops. Yeah. Let's just put everything we have to somewhere. I don't think it really matters what we put in and where. Okay, I don't have any here yet. And I don't have any here yet. But yeah, I cannot quit the game. This sucks a bit. Like why I don't understand why I cannot quit. You would think this would be like an empty moment to quit. I have places to be, I cannot play more. Hi? Who? Where?
Renounce magic, I tell you! Shatter your towers and crystal walls! Break your wand!
I don't know. But can I really not quit? Ooh. Why?
In a hurry to see the deliberations.
Here on urgent business.
Your dress seems to confirm it. Excuse you indeed. I suppose I couldn't much care. I've heard what I came to hear.
And what, pray tell, was that?
The rightful heir will ascend to the Eternian throne. There will be peace in the land. What more could one want?
Prince Stennis is here?
King Stennis. Crowned 2 days past in Vengerberg. Merely send a messenger here. All those present promptly agreed that he will make a good ruler.
Ooh, memories.
Prince Stennis, a poisoner, coward, and schemer.
Excuse
He
me,
trembled
King
with disgust when he
Stennis.
spoke to the peasants. Disdain flowed from him like vomit. But he didn't deserve to be lynched. That was not the justice Saskia fought for. Prince Stennis I, son of Demavend III, became the 17th king of Aedirn. He won the hearts of the people. They saw him as the hope of the nation. The realm, ravaged by war, needed a ruler sensitive to the plight of his subjects. King Stennis I was just that.
Okay, can I quit now? No? Why can I not quit the game? Well, anyways, I'm going to leave this here. I hope you liked it, and bye-bye.